Morning, morning, morning. Day 2 of the Amazon Pallets unboxing. Brother-in-law Ben's here, hiding behind the door. Setting off some more hoovers while they're in testing, plus this needs a little bit of a vacuuming anyway. And today we're going to spend about half the day on still listing stuff. Listing stuff, still getting stuff out, checking it, photographing it, seeing what state it's in, and then I'm going to do a bit of time actually on the listing basis. So I will speak to you about that as I come to do it. Still can't find a really quick solution to listing this stuff. Nothing that actually hits all the notes that we want to do or that I want to for it to do. Yes, you can do Excel sheets and there's plenty of third-party stuff, but I've not found anything that can really help me do things properly but quickly. I'm sure there are solutions and I'm sure I'll find them, but in the meantime I'm gonna have to do it just the painful way. So while the hoover's around me, I'm gonna boot my Mac up and get things moving. So a few of these coffee machines working delightful, and a wicked little air fryer there that I need to take pictures of. It's a list that we've powered up and they work fine. Yeah, we have a couple of these and I really don't understand why people send them back, because they are working a-okay. I don't know what stage in my life I realised that popcorn was just sweet corn dry.
Yeah, Annie loves it.
Oh, I do. I love popcorn. Really, yeah.
She has it for work and stuff like that. They're a lot more low calories.
Interesting, actually. They've got, you know, the old style popcorn machines. We've got the big like fairground,
yeah.
Fill it full of corn and it pops into the glass surround. I was watching a program because I'm like a massive fighter pilot fanboy, and the Canadian there's like the Canadian fighter jet school. They actually have one in their kind of assembly room where they go from all their pre-flight just before they go out to the aircraft. And they have a popcorn machine there, and they basically assign one of the new pilots each week to look after it, to restock it, to clean it. Every single day it's got to have like fully restocked, fully cleaned, on popcorn ready to go. And if they don't, they get like into massive trouble. And one of the programs they've touched on was why do they do that, and it's actually due down to discipline, and it's the fact that if you can't juggle the tasks that you've got in hand whilst looking after this popcorn machine and everyone's popcorn, then how are you supposed to be allowed in a fighter jet? And it's actually quite cool.
So if something's returned, so if I say, oh, I don't actually want that, I'm just going to return it,
Yeah.
Can they not sell it again?
No, absolutely not, because it's been opened. And I think I don't even know if high street shops can't either. It all goes into ships off to auction. Even the likes of, because I did a video on this over Christmas, true story guys, and that is the fact that I'll fix this, work and talk. I went into New Look to buy something for Claire for Christmas, and I read on their thing that they won't accept, you can't go back and return items or exchange items on Boxing Day. And some other shops, I can't remember, it wasn't Next. There was another shop, but they weren't allowed, I know it was JD Sports or something, but they weren't allowing returns up until the 29th of January. And I'm like, that's crazy, you get something at Christmas and it doesn't fit. You want to send it back. You want to exchange it. It's not even sending it back, it's taking it back to the shop. You want to get what you present, don't you?
Yeah.
So I looked into it, and apparently what happens is that the reason they don't do that is because Boxing Day is one of the busiest days shopping for the year, and anything that gets returned isn't allowed to go back on the shelf. So if you return it, they throw it in a box. You then take another item off the shelf and exchange it.
Yeah.
They have stuff coming off the shelves that is not gaining them profit.
Right.
And of course, if their shelves empty so fast on Boxing Day because of all the returns, they lose money instead of selling it. So that's what they do. And for me, that's a bit rude. but it's because their returns, because they have to assume it's been worn.
So that's why they do like the Next Is it Next Direct? To bid for these?
Yeah, they start out at nothing, and you bid against it, and it's a really sneaky trick. I realised it's my first auction, and do you know why? Because you bid for something, and then you try and do a bit of a bid snipe.
Yeah.
Right at the last minute, 30 seconds to go, you bang in $3,000.
Yeah.
The auction resets to 4 minutes. So you can't snipe bid. So you basically, and it's really sneaky because it basically allows the maximum. You can't snipe it and get it cheaper than you're always.
Yeah.
So it could go on for 24 hours if you were bidding on a bidding war, but it would always reset, and that's really sneaky. And I was like, but it gets the maximum value, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's really clever, but it's really frustrating when you just want to snipe it off of someone. Okay, let's have a bit of a bonus round. Let's figure out what's wrong with this 32-inch TV in a fairly plain box. I don't even know what manufacturer it is. Okay, very minimal. No, dead as a dodo. So we're doing some Excel sheet work now. It's about time I caught up with that. So I've been listing the items, an Excel sheet with all the items on here, and I am going through them all and adding them what kind of condition they were in, so working, not working, giving them the actual pallet numbers and where to find them as well, so I know where to go. So I'll list them, I know where to find them. But one thing I've noticed, and I'm up to about 8 or 9 items now, and don't forget this is a pallet of 650 odd items, and there's loads of these little bitty ones, the little items that are actually not on the list. So I don't know if that will, by the time we finished it, will counteract with the fact that there is a few bits missing, or yeah, I don't know, but it's pretty tricky because it's all in Spanish. So I'm trying my best to search it, but even I'm using what's on the box to find it. It makes things a little bit drawn out just to try and, you know, locate where the items are. But yeah, I'm just having to add these ones in manually because yeah, it's pretty. But then, you know, it's not a bad thing, is it? If there are extra items in there, then that's only going to mean extra items to sell. The coffee machines that we were running earlier and getting out, there's only one supposed to be in this entire pallet. Now this is the 4th one that that I found. We were getting into a really nice routine, and we've covered off we got up to about A26 and then B12. So we must have rounded off about 40 items, I think, including a couple that we've got in the process of just about to be finished. So yeah, about 40 items in a day and a half. So if you imagine probably 2 days, you get average about 30 a day pushing it when you're getting into a nice routine. So 30 a day, which means that it's going to take 2 days, 20 days. So you got 60 times, yeah, excuse my maths, but 30 day, 2 days to do 60 with a wind behind you, all going well. And then you've got 600 items, so that's 2 days times 10, which is 20 days. So there's a whole month's worth, I reckon there's a whole month's worth of full-time sorting of working, a whole month's worth of working days. So 20 working days, actually 21 working days, to process this lot. That's not bad considering it's €111,000 worth of electronics to get through, and it's no simple task, as you can see. So that's not bad. A month's worth of work, and we've got to make back 11-12 grand, and that's just paying for the pallet. Once you're making that, then you've obviously got taxes, and you've got shipping and fees all to take into account. So yeah, but then once that's up there, once that's listed, all you're having to do is ship out stuff. And once you've hit that threshold and you've actually broken even, then you can hopefully continue to tick along. So the answer is, am I already thinking about my next lot? Well, I don't know, but you've got to think to yourself, it depends how the sales go. As we list stuff, it should hopefully be selling as well. So it's not as if there'll be no income during that 20 days or 30 days or whatever. Hopefully stuff will sell as we go and as I list them. So we'll see how it goes. That's certainly how it worked for the last pallet. So that's day 2. I'm Neil. If you want to check out my eBay store, well, I'll make it into a store because that's the next video I'll probably cover. Check out the link below. If you like and want to see more, hit the like button. It means that my content will get out to all those people out there that are searching in similar stuff and might benefit from it as well. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down, but also let me know in the comments why you don't like it. If I can please you, then I will. Yeah, drop me a comment if you've got any questions. If you just want to say hello, drop me a comment, but don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more updates, because like I said, there'll be an awful lot more video content where this came from. Wish me luck. I think I'll need it.